So first of all, no insulting people's intelligence. I don't want that energy on my page. Second of all, science largely is democratic. I mean, no one's voting for the results of experiments, but there's a thing called scientific consensus. That is when the majority of scientists in any given field believe in a given interpretation of data or any given theory. And things that have come to scientific consensus are kind of like the best we have at any given point. Nothing in science is unable to be challenged. That's an important part of the scientific method. But we couldn't just say if everything can be challenged, nothing is true, because then we're not getting anywhere. Hence, we have scientific consensus. That's the knowledge that is largely accepted as true as we can get, and it's knowledge that we use as a base for building more experiments, more theories, more hypotheses, so on and so forth. That's why the peer review process is so important. It is very easy for one person to do an experiment that seems totally legit, and that they might even think is legit, but comes up with bupkis data. Like, it might not even be their fault. Science is hard. Like, we've gotten faulty data because someone forgot to clean the lens on a microscope. So peer review is basically double and triple checking yourself. You just have other people do it so you don't repeat whatever possible mistakes you made. The experiment stands on its own, but the verification of the experiment is done as a group. The scientific community looks at the data and goes, yeah, this experiment seems legit. We have found a new scientific discovery. I think a lot of people are mistaken in the way that they think science works because of this great man myth that popular media pushes about science. Like, in scientific narratives that we see in movies and books and stuff like that, it's always one lone scientific researcher doing research that no one else believed in, and finally coming through with some breakthrough that speaks for itself, and then everyone believed him. He saved the day because he was the one who did the research that no one else would. But even groundbreaking research in real life is peer-reviewed. Einstein was peer-reviewed. No one ever just does an experiment and then everyone looks at the results and goes, oh yeah, that's how it works. You have to test it again and again and again and again by different people in different situations. And that's all to be sure that you're as right as you can possibly be. And that's another common misconception. A lot of scientists actively try to prove themselves wrong. They want to be proven wrong. Because if they come up with a new hypothesis that stands up rock solid against all efforts to prove it wrong, that is a huge discovery, a huge new step in scientific knowledge. So scientists that are really looking to further the knowledge base that we have usually take on kind of a wrestling persona and are like, come on, bring it at me, prove me wrong, shoot at the king, discredit my hypothesis, oh yeah. It's the people who say they don't have to prove anything to you that are the dangerous ones. Or the people who say you should do your own research. It is a scientist's job to educate as much as it is to research.